Hi guys, this is Darklink121 here. Hey, it's been a while. I got to thinking about how long it has been since I recorded. I've been so busy. A lot of technological setbacks have happened. A lot of things happened. Life happens. And all that kind of stuff. But I got to thinking, and I wanted to at least somewhat kind of talk about who I am as a YouTuber and where it all began. So let's go back to the year, it's somewhere around the year 2012 or 2013. I can't remember the exact date. But Markiplier had just uploaded his video where he was encouraging people to chase after their dreams and goals. And it was this video where he was talking into the camera. And it was from that video that I had decided I wanted to be a YouTuber, because I thought his stuff back then with Amnesia, The Dark Descent, A Machine for Pigs, and the other wacky stuff along the way was inspiring to me. And as I watched more YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, well actually that's another one, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Mangaminx, which nowadays runs the Crinks TV with Chrism. There's so many. But the point is, each and every one of them played a part in how sure I had became that I wanted to be a YouTuber. And at first, this was just me being in high school, a young teenager. But I had thought to myself, these amazing YouTubers do so much to entertain their viewers, but at the end of the day, I got to thinking, who entertains them? So at first, I had gotten the idea that I wanted to be the YouTuber to entertain other YouTubers. Now, along the way, I became wayward and kind of not in the best mindset. Because, at the time I was a teenager. And that's the easiest time for one to make mistakes and to, say some crazy things. That might seem crazy. But at the time, I was the antisocial weirdo that in high school people kind of outcasted. And of course, everybody has their issues. Well, not long after that, somewhere around 2013, I moved to Tennessee. And it was there where I started to record videos, like the Minecraft Let's Play, the Tales of Vesperia Let's Play that I found myself putting on hold due to technological errors, and feeling like my voice sounded like crap, and I really wanted to do justice by, like the Tales of series, because I really love that series. Just like I really love the Final Fantasy series. Like, growing up, I've loved Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, The Legend of Zelda, the Tales of series, the Legacy of Kain series. I was a fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, the Halo games, Mass Effect. There was, ironically, even the Smash Bros. Games. And there was this one obscure Scooby-Doo game I played on the Nintendo 64. I think it was like 900 Frights or something like that. I'd even played Pokemon games over the years, but it only made me that much more sure over time that I wanted to make a channel. And the more I worked on my channel, the more I realized that it may look easy, but it's not necessarily easy. Because there is a lot that goes into the work of a YouTuber. And as such, I found myself appreciating those YouTubers I had looked up to, like Markiplier, even more. Heck, even Ethan from Crank Game Plays. He's an awesome guy. His humor is a little oddball, but he's a great YouTuber to watch. And quite frankly, seeing what they do, they make me proud. And it reminds me of that one pure wish that I had in high school. I wish I could be like them. Like, even Messiah and Noah. They all are awesome. And I sometimes find myself looking in the mirror going like, who are you? And I just stare in the mirror looking at myself, who is a person with autism, panic disorder, persistent depressive disorder, a learning disability in math, and anxiety issues. And I remember that Robin Williams tribute video, where that one speech, how it was all like, thanking me, and don't be so sad all the time. Be happy. Be happy that you lived, and that you exist. And have fun. And throughout the numerous fails and setbacks, and like the 2 times I dated this girl who, for all intents and purposes, basically abused me, and I allowed her to do it because I was a fool in love. Because at the time, around 2016 to 2019, I was just full for her. She was like me, and she had autism, but unlike me, whereas I have ADD, which is attention deficit disorder, she has ADHD, and she had memory issues. But she had gone to where she was abusive, and she would spend way less time around me, and was like withdrawn into herself and constantly listening to BTS more often than not. And the worst of it was that 2 months in, she gave up on the relationship. And I didn't take the hint. And she was just abusing me for it. But that relationship lasted 9 months. Sorry, guys. Not gonna lie, I woke up not too long ago at the time of recording this. But again, all of this plays into who I am and what I've been through. Because, like, not everyone has a happy life story. But, I'm still gonna keep chasing my dreams. Sure, I may even be on disability pay. Because, A, I don't have a job, B, I'm legitimately incapable to live on my own. And some of the earliest things in my life that had happened was for 6 years of elementary school, I was bullied. The rest of my scholastic career, up until senior year, I was basically almost borderline outcast. I still do. I have a high intensity of emotions. And sometimes it just feels like whenever I'm under those emotions that it's just a weight upon my shoulders. Like I'm being weighed down by how I feel inside. Because it's that powerful. Like it were sweeping through like a tidal wave or like a tornado. Like a natural disaster. And I don't really deal with stress easily. But I just keep chasing my dreams. I keep chasing the dream of wanting to be a content creator that can entertain people, all stemming from the one wish to be like these YouTubers that I admired, which in part also was affected by my one desire to truly reach out and know that I've connected with people. Because all my life, I could just sense this distance between me and other people that felt like a growing void. And it gave me such anxiety and stress. And it's not enjoyable feeling like one's alone. Sure, I'm eccentric, or however you pronounce the word. Maybe even a little odd. That's just me. Odds and ends. And trying to do the best I can to be the best me I can be. For my viewers, subscribers, family and friends, and so forth. Now, I don't often get to record as much as I want, because life gets busy and I want time to do a bunch of things. But initially my channel had, sorry, that was rather, let me rephrase it. But back to my channel. Initially, it was founded on the idea of being a YouTuber for YouTubers. But then I thought, well, if I entertain just YouTubers, then how do I market my content towards other YouTubers? And so I also expanded to be trying to grow an audience myself first. And of course, my channel started with the moniker GreenFlash767, simply because it was obviously founded by my love for Naruto. And obviously, in Naruto Shippuden, Naruto's dad is the Yellow Flash, which is the fourth Hokage. Eventually, I grew to not really want to use that anymore, despite using a frickin' URL with that username to get to my channel. And at one point it had became Little Carnivore, at the suggestion around 2013 or 14, at the suggestion of the person who at the time was in a relationship with my mom. So I changed it to that, but of course I wasn't really big into Call of Duty or any of that. Sure, I played Gears of War 2, and like Mass Effect, and like Halo, and but you get the point. Eventually I found myself wanting to change the channel name again into Overpowered Gaming. And I found quickly, right after I did that I wasn't the only channel with Overpowered Gaming. And I thought, oh boy, that was a mistake. Simply because I wanted a channel name that would distinguish my channel from other channels and be easy to find. And I remember looking back at the nuts and bolts of what it was founded on, which was Legend of Zelda stuff, which I never got around to being able to record. And I do have a preview of like the 3DS Ocarina of Time which I took via TikTok back when I was big into that. And around that same time, I had this whole thing set up with Facebook. Page, sort of like, the page from Markiplier. I was trying, that he was, doing, but I was trying to set that up, and so I found myself renaming my channel to Darklink 121 because I wanted to make a callback to the origins of my channel and what I originally wanted to create. And I found myself wanting to fix that page to reflect that. And the Facebook admins were like, oh, no, you can't change it because that's false advertising. And I'm like, how is that? I legitimately am trying to keep my Facebook page up to date. So that it reflects my channel better, because legitimately the Facebook page was about my channel, made by me, for me and my viewers and my subscribers. But for whatever reason, they had so much problem with me changing it from Overpowered Gaming to Darklink 121, when it was still me, it was still my channel that it was about. I'm the public figure of it. And I was like, well, if that's how you're going to be, then I'm going to take my business elsewhere. And so they were like, oh, wait. And they tried to allow me to do business stuff with that page. I'm like, but YouTube is my business. I mean, granted, I could put merch on there now. Though originally I was planning to use Patreon for it. And like have my YouTube and my Facebook page from my YouTube channel as a way to connect to you guys. But honestly, I have no way of knowing whether anything I do works. I find myself creating these elaborate things and trying to find myself really making steps forward, but at the same time, it seems like I'm making steps back as well. Because it seems to me the way to pay forward isn't just to charge ahead blindly, but to look back on where you came from and truly learn from your mistakes and grow. And so it seems kind of frustrating and counterintuitive. I had to take a step back and review what you've done thus far and see how can I be better, how can I do better. But that is the nuts and bolts of how I got to the state. Now with my channel being named Darklink 121 and the Final Fantasy 13 Let's Play, which is kind of on hold until I can find a way to record it. I'm kind of in between phones right now, so I'm only using this temporary phone, this LG K20, to record this. But nuts and bolts, that's what I wanted to talk about here. I may have recorded one-off videos like that fairy tale game, and like other things. But the main thing is to keep making content and keep trying to entertain you guys. Is there anything else I need to mention? Oh yeah. Stay tuned for the Duel Links content, because I am gonna try to get that on the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next video. See you guys later. Darklink121 out.